Hello, my friend. Let's talk a little bit about karma today. It's a hot topic right now, very hot. So, we're going to pull through a little bit of information about karma. I'm going to share with you some perspectives and techniques that might help you if you feel that you're in the thralls of karma. And we're also just going to share a little bit of appreciation together that we found this video, that we're co creating this, that we're connecting to our inner wisdom more and more with clarity each day. So, what is karma? For a lot of people, karma has been thought of as the cause and effect, the cosmic cause and effect system. What goes around comes around. And for some people, they've also interpreted this as okay, you can have past life karma, right? Energetic debts, good or bad. And for many people, there's also this level of family karma, ancestral debts, but we might even have societal karma, societal debts. What we can say is that energy is never really gained or lost. It's only transmuted from a certain perspective. What I mean by that is energy is energy. It just gets transmuted. Karma, if you want to look at it as good or bad, is just energy, and the good or bad part really just depends on how you interpret what you're receiving on the end of that. Now, I'd like to point out our belief structures as individuals and as collectives are very powerful. Our belief structures can shape what we can or cannot receive because we are that powerful of creators. So let's say you're someone who believes you deserve bad karma, and therefore you believe bad things should happen to you, then you might find yourself focusing on and magnetizing situations like that. Alternatively, if you feel that you are truly a good person, good things could happen to you, and you truly believe that and live in that, then you may magnetize situations that are enjoyable. Now, what if you believe you're a good person, but you feel like bad things happen to you? Well, you might have the perspective of maybe I did something in a past life, or I have ancestral karma, etc. A lot of times, what I find is karma could be replaced with the word pattern. Pattern with excess energy. Pattern with excess energy. Patterns that we may be, again, taught ancestrally, culturally, patterns that may be woven into our DNA, patterns that we may be acting out subconsciously. We can shift patterns and sometimes still be on the receiving end of the momentum of a pattern that's coming into full swing. Does not mean that we're bad or being punished. It just means that patterns and energy and entropy sometimes work in this way. It's far less personal than we think. This is one of the things that I say to people. It's both completely personal and not personal at all. It's as personal as you perceive the sun to be, is the phrase that came forward. So, how do you deal with energy karma? How do you know if you are in a place where you're working with patterns in a way that's healthy and helpful for you? Because we can most certainly be engaged consciously or unconsciously in patterns that are not of service to us anymore. They may have been patterns that had been in service at one point, or we thought they were, and perhaps they're outdated now. So, one of the key ways we can start is by simply being aware of the energy we are feeding into patterns. This is why awareness is the biggest step in just about anything. Once you are aware of something, without even needing to try and change it or control it, it brings a certain quality into the experience. It brings a certain quality where it can no longer happen without you knowing. And when this happens, you start inviting other levels of energy and awareness into the situation, even without doing anything at all. So, first step, awareness. The next step This is a tool that you can use, a tool that I have found very helpful. There's a lot of controversy, around it. I spent some time with some of the communities in Hawaii, the top of 2023, and I talked with people there who have very specific perspectives about appropriation and the use of culture. And I feel that there's a deep level of importance anytime you're connecting to a culture or a land to really understand many things directly from the people themselves. So in this video, I am offering you a perspective of my experience, but I am not claiming to be a representation or a representative of the people or the culture from which this originated. And if it draws you, I would encourage you to learn more directly from a member of that community on this specific topic. I'm about to share with you, you probably heard about it before. It's Ho'oponopono. And it's the prayer of making things pono, or making things right and balanced. The way it was described to me is pono was this sense of correctness, the sense of rightness. And Ho'oponopono, this prayer that I'm going to share with you, was an adaptation from a doctor. Like a shorthand. Not necessarily representative of the actual practice of Ho'oponopono that the cultures, the Hawaiian cultures, have originated. So, all that being said, the prayer goes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I am grateful. And what this prayer is doing is it's bringing you into a deeper sense of connection with yourself and with others. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, I am grateful. You are saying this to yourself. You are releasing energy within yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I am grateful. And every time you're saying it, you're unwinding a knot or a thread. Especially when you say it with meaning. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I'm grateful. What are we forgiving? We might be forgiving ourselves for being entrenched in a certain pattern. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I'm grateful. Why are we saying I'm sorry? Well, again, we are on some level participating in an act of disharmony. And so for whatever our role is in that, even if it's just observing, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I'm grateful. I love you because we are all love, and that is the place where we meet our highest union. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, and I love you and I am grateful. And why I am grateful? Because gratitude is the momentum of reality creation. And once we release that which is complete and we invoke love, the gratitude is what brings the deeper momentum. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and I'm grateful. And this is a practice that you can incorporate in your life if it feels resonant. I have said it before for myself, for situations in which I have found disharmony. And I have found it to be a very powerful practice myself, and therefore I'm sharing it with you today in regards to karma. Because karma is ultimately energy that is stuck in a pattern and loop, and it's ready for us to transmute it. And without needing to obsess or mull over why this has happened or the pain or the story, we can go to the core and be open and honest and know that we were doing what we knew how when we were doing it, but now we accept responsibility for our roles in being present there. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I'm grateful. And it reminds us of our interconnected nature. Our karma isn't so much individual as it is collective. And as we are moving into a more and more collective state, which I perceive that we are, being able to not only process or feel or release or start focusing on new areas isn't just an individual task. It's what we are being as the human collective we are. We are all moving into remembering. We just have different timing on it. So, with that, much love, my friend. I'll leave a description below. If you have any questions and comments, let me know. Please do like and subscribe if it was of benefit to you, and we'll talk more soon.